on the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Dropping back, it's Hart. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open on the left. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, NC State.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Nelson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Oh, they're after him. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Webster. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Get set, get set.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Hart. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Schuster. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Schuster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. They're trailing by 11 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He tries to take the top off. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Flips it out in the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Noles!
The Eagles to say they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Hart. Here comes the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
One more snap coming before halftime. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And
he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the returner will be knocked down.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball, that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Snagged in the middle, it's Cook. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. He wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
To the air, it's Nelson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Back to pass, it's Hart. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Schuster. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Nelson. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Back to throw, it's Hart. Grabbed in the middle, it's Schuster. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right. And they
going for it all. Touchdown, NC State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Under fire. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air, it's Nelson. Under fire. Crosses the 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Snap it to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make...
And they will score! Touchdown, no!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Okay, ready? Some misdirection with the counter. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Here we go. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass, it's Nelson. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this was